Instead of working against me, it has made me more empathic and understanding of those who are faced with end-of-life issues. It has also made me look at illness as an altered state that changes our perceptions of ourselves and the world around us as much as, say, an out-of-body experience or even a near-death experience. Like those and other altered states, illness can make us feel both weak and powerful at the same time, depending upon our level of acceptance of the way things are and our ability to dig deep and find new sources of strength. When one man said to me, as others have said, that his near-death experience drained him of strength yet filled him with hope, I understood completely how that could take place. I also understand that to accept such a contradiction, one often has to experience an altered state as powerful as illness. That's why I feel it's important to begin this book by recounting the battle of my own life. Without such a near-fatal illness, I wouldn't have the empathy for others necessary to continue my research in the field of the afterlife. And without it, I wouldn't have had my own near-death experience, an event that taught me more in a few minutes than years of research and lecturing. So what I am trying to say, dear listener, is that if the presentation of my attempted suicide makes you doubt my work or the value of its lessons, you should stop listening now. Let me just say that I think this experience has made me more honest about myself and my work. Without it, I would lack that dimension that is not present in many doctors, the one that goes beyond knowledge and into the realm of actually being a patient. To paraphrase William Osler, the father of modern surgery, a man who has been a patient becomes a much better physician. That has certainly been the case with me. My switch from physician to patient came in January 1991. This was before my myxedema had been properly diagnosed. My thyroid level had dipped off the charts, although I didn't know it. I just knew that I had not felt well for months, but somehow I had convinced myself that it was world events, combined with the impact of those events on my personal situation, that was making me ill. This was the year that Iraqi ruler Saddam Hussein decided to attack Kuwait for stealing his country's oil. It was also the time when a new book of mine was being published. Coming Back was a study of past life regressions that I had worked on for years. I had made some astounding discoveries in this work. I had found ways in which modern medicine could use these hypnotic transitions into the past to help patients overcome long-standing psychiatric problems. I had also discovered that a large number of patients seemed truly to go back in time to past lives. Not only did they say they had, but many of them provided proof through their hypnotic regressions that they had indeed lived in an earlier era. I had collected this proof from the patients during my sessions with them. I had established to my satisfaction that if they hadn't actually lived in the past, they had somehow been channeled very vivid information linking them with the past. I was very excited about this book. Not only could it change the lives of many patients with long-standing psychiatric problems, but it would open another door into my continuing study of life after death. But as the summer progressed, it became more and more obvious that the publication of my book and world events were about to collide. Saddam Hussein was preparing his attack on Kuwait, and our president was lining up international support for an attack on Saddam. These events couldn't have converged at a worse time for me. My marriage had fallen apart. I had been defrauded out of a fortune and had little money left, and I was exhausted from an imbalance of my thyroid in my system, a condition that wasn't diagnosed yet. I begged my publisher to delay the book tour until the coming Mother of All Battles, as Saddam called it, was over. If I go out on tour now, I'll be canceled in every state, I told the publisher. I don't think people want to hear about my work when a war is starting. Surprisingly,